Thanks for joining my Catch, Hold, and Release video, a series where I go through my weekly picks. Welcome back to the Poke Ticker. Let's see what the market's telling us today. Wanted to go through several cards here that have kind of been on a tear or have been focused recently as things rotate out. First is the Mewtwo VSTAR from Crown Zenith. A lot of people have been picking this card up. They want to pair it with the Charizard artwork that goes from the opposite side. Great artwork. Those two really go together nicely. Love this card. In the last month, it's kind of gone down just a little bit. But if you pull it out further and go to the year, you can see it's up 153%. However, it's started to top out here in the last couple months. I think it's reached its peak. That's kind of what the data is showing us here. You can see the market price is at $296 right now. But if you actually scroll down here to the new mints, it's even below that. So you can see a couple here in the 275, 280, 285 before it gets up to kind of where it is in that market price. It's actually looking like it may go down just a little bit further, which is why I would suggest you hold on this right now, because it looks like it's reached the top of its peak and it's going to come down a little bit further based on those market prices. I would wait to pick it up. It's going to go down a little bit further as we get closer to the 30th anniversary would be my guess. So if you can get this closer to 270, 260, 50, that range, you're probably feeling really good. It's off, in the last month at $9 or 3%, just trying to help you get the best price possible since it's at the absolute top of its value right now. Next, we have the Victini from Scarlet and Violet promo cards. This card is really beautiful card. I like it a lot. I'm personally looking to pick this up as well. Right now, it is going for about $13.50. You can see it's off. That's a big 20% number, but it's really only a few dollars down to the $13.50. In the last year, though, it's up 90% from where it was when it first came out, around $7 up to around $13. However, it's come down off the couple of times it's hit that peak. You come down here to the latest sales, right in line, a little bit above, I would say, actually, that $13.50. Again, this is a really beautiful card. If it's something that you're looking to pick up, now would be the time to do it. And this is just a nice snapshot of why I think it'd be a good time to do it. As you can see, it's down off that peak. This is a great card. If you look at the PSA 10 population, it's not very big. It's pretty small, and it's actually pretty hard to get this in a 10. I want to say it's around like 22% gem rate. And the PSA 10s have come down from their peak, actually, up in the $500, $400 range, and came way down to about $100 and is now on its way back up around $280 or so. If you can get a good copy of this and grade it yourself, or even if you wanted to pick up a graded copy, now wouldn't necessarily be a bad time because it's way off its height. And because of the tough gem rate, this card will only get more rare and people will want to get it even more. If this is something you've been looking to pick up or wanting to pick up, now is definitely the time to do so. Next is the Roaring Moon EX from Paradox Rift. It's down, about 7% here in the last month. Current market price is just under $40. If you look in the last year, it's actually down off its peak a couple times. It was going all the way for $45 back at the end of last year. And even for the last few months, it was in, the low 40s. And now it's back down just below 40. You can see here all the new mint copies are going right around that $40 range. And now, if you've been looking to pick this up, this set, Paradox Rift, is starting to fade out. It won't be in print going forward. If this is something that you wanted to pick up, now is the time that I would suggest you do that. Like I said, it's off 7% or so, just under $40 here. It's only going to get more rare. For whatever reason, the Scarlet and Violet era gem rates for a lot of the cards are pretty tough. This card, I want to say, is also in the 20% range. The PSA 10 isn't super expensive either. It's, a few $100. It's down off its peak. And so if you need this card raw, definitely suggest picking that up. But if you also wanted it in a PSA 10 or Beckett 10 or CGC 10, those might be a good time to pick up now as well. Next is the next couple cards are from the Trainer Gallery from Lost Origin. First is the Pikachu. You can see it's down almost 13% in the last month. Market price is a little over $50. But again, if you look in the last year, it is up over almost 250% and coming down off that peak in the mid 60s here. So it's following the typical trajectory where it goes up, comes down below that height, goes way up, and then it's going to settle down here somewhere between that lower peak of 30 and the 65s. Right in here, it'll be a good spot to buy. You can see it's a couple options below that $50 range. I anticipate it maybe come down a few more dollars. So if you can get it in that mid $40 to upper $40 range, that's a really good price for this card. And because of that, that's why I would suggest it's a good time to pick this up. It won't come all the way down to that 30 price that I just showed, but it's at a really good area right now. And similarly to the illustration rares of the Scarlet and Violet era, the Trainer Gallery cards are tough to grade. This and the next card that I'll show are in the 20 to like 25% gem rate range, and neither of them have a ton of copies. So now, if you're looking to pick this up, or if you were looking to grade it, great time to do so. The next card from the Lost Origin Trainer Gallery set is the Snorlax, selling at market price for $23 right now. You can see kind of it was, in the last month, it's basically held steady. But if you pull it out a year, you can see, again, it's come down off its peak here of almost $30, back down to the low 20s. Very similar trajectory to the Pikachu. Not quite as expensive, but had that big spike, came down a little bit, spiked again, and now it's back off the top price. Down here, all the lowest listeds are right in line with that $23. Now would be, a really great time to pick this card up. I don't see it coming down too much further from this. Lost Origin obviously is well out of print. This is a popular Pokemon card. Not quite as good as the 151 version, but still a really nice card and only going to get more rare. Next is the Oshawott illustration rare from White Flare. I had somebody ask me about this card on one of my prior videos, so shout out to them. This card in the last month is basically even, hasn't moved up or down. Market price is about $93. However, just like several of the other cards I've shown in the last year, up 92%, 93%. Really held steady for its first 8 months or so that the set was out, and just recently has taken a huge jump up. And you can come down here and look. Other than this, one copy here, this is Japanese, but this one copy, everything else is right in that $93 range. So it's not moving on its way down yet, but you can see it looks like it's basically hit the top of the peak. When that happens, typically what happens next is it goes down. Because of that, I would suggest selling it right now if you own it. If you're looking to pick it up, definitely wait. But if you own this card, it's at the peak of its value. If you were lucky enough to get it when it came out earlier for $45, $50, you made double your money essentially. This is a really beautiful card. I really enjoy it. It's a starter Pokemon sleeping on a beach somewhere. Really, really nice. But if you have this card and you were investing in it from that perspective, now is a really good time to sell ahead of the 30th anniversary if you need some capital. Because of the Oshawott, I wanted to look at both the Black Bolt and White Flare sets. The next two are the Elite Trainer boxes. Black Bolt is a little more expensive. Market price is about $175 here. You can see it's pretty even over the last month, but very similar to the Oshawott in the last year. 92% up. It's one big hockey stick right now. And you can see less is selling, even though there's still 150 boxes or ETBs available. You can see it's been selling less and less as people prepare for the 30th anniversary and the sets coming out later this year. You come down here and it's right in line. All the available boxes are going right in that 175 range. Because of that, I would definitely sell this right now if you've been holding on to it from an investment perspective. It's at the top of its peak right now. It's not going to continue to go up with the sets coming out later. It's definitely going to come down. Not that if you held onto it for several more years, it won't go back up again once it's out of print. But for right now, this would be something good to sell if you were looking to move capital from some of the Scarlet and Violet sets over to the 30th anniversary. White Flare is going to be basically the same. 153 market price, slightly cheaper. You can see in the last month it's up 7%, but over the last year, same hockey stick picture, up 80%. You can see it's starting to kind of level off here a little bit at the top, but down here you'll find, right in line with that mid 150s price. Because of that, it's definitely a good time to, again, with Black Bolt, get rid of this. I really look at these as one set, not two separate sets, because they came out at the same time. They're basically always matched together. It's hard. They even have some of the same cards in them. Obviously, the red Victini is a big one that goes for both. And then each of them has an illustration rare for every single Pokemon. So very, very cool, but I always consider them kind of together as one set, even though technically they're two sets. Lastly is the Altaria EX. This will be the last one I go over. It's currently going for around $58. You can see in the last month it's down almost 7%. Again, really beautiful card, also from Paradox Rift. However, in the last year, you can see it's up 2% here, but it's started to come down from its peak in the low 60s. So it's already hit kind of that peak price most likely, and it'll start to come down and settle here between the low of 38 and 63. You can see here it's in that $53 range, so a little bit less than the market price. Another signal it's coming down slightly. Plenty of copies available, 102, so still out there very easily, but it'll start to get more rare here now that Paradox Rift is starting to go away. Because of that and what I just showed you, this is one I would hold on. It looks like it's still going to come down a little bit further. It's not at the bottom of the trough, if you will, or the next version of their trough. It's still on its way down. So if you purchased it now and for $58, I think you could get it in another month or so for probably low 50s. Keep that in mind. This is also a really cool card. While the bird's flying over the water, Altaria has some other really nice cards, illustration rares and things like that, but this one has been one of my favorites for Altaria. That was the card list for this week. Let me know if you have anything that you want me to review. I did the Oshawott for one of the other commenters, so I'm always looking for new cards. I don't want it to necessarily just be the things that I like or that I'm looking at. If you have anything you want me to review, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.